everyone, I am Kusum from BCA Expert and today I welcome you all to this tutorial section. So without wasting much time, let's quickly get started. So in this video tutorial, we shall discuss about 15 most commonly asked interview questions and answers on C and C++. So let's get started. So first one is, what is a class? Class is the fundamental building block of object-oriented program. It contains a set of the data items and functions that operate on these data called class, and class is also called as user-defined data type. In which generally we say that class is a blueprint which reflects the entity's attributes and action. So this is the class. So next one, what is encapsulation? The process of binding the data and the function acting on the data together in an entity means class is called encapsulation. It means encapsulation is the process of wrapping up of data members and associated member function. This is called as the encapsulation. And encapsulation also called as the data handling or information handling. So next one, what is inline function? A function prefix with the keyword inline before the function definition is called as the inline function. The inline function are faster execution when compared to the normal functions, as the compiler treats inline function as the micros. It means the inline function advises the compiler to insert the copy of the function's code in the inline. It is directly within the code of the calling function. The trade-off here is that the multiple copies of the function's code are placed in the program, thus making the program is larger. That's why we use the inline functions. So defined as the structure, and the keyword union is used defined as the union. And the structure type, the structure is user defined data type. Union also it is user defined data type. Next we see the size of the structure. When the variable is associated with the structure, the compiler allocates the memory of each member. The size of the structure is greater than or equal to the sum of the size of its member. So union, when the variables is associated with the union, the compiler allocates the memory by considering the size of the largest memory. So size of the union is equal to the size of largest member. When the size it is greater, in the union it is largest. So next, memory. Each member within the structure is assigned unique storage area of the location. In union, memory allocates it is shared by individual memory of the union. In structure, unique and union in individual. So next we see the initialization of the memory. Several members of the structure can initialize at once. In union, only the first member of the union can be initialized. The next one, member. We can access all members of the structure at a time, but in union, we can access only one member of union at a time. So next question, what is the difference between /include, the file name given in the code, and /include, file name given in the braces? So search file name in the current directories means it is user defined directories. In /include braces, it is predefined directories. In /include, preprocessor looks like a file to include the same directory where the current source file resides. But in braces, the preprocessor search for the file in directories pre-designated by the compiler, usually directories where the standard library header files reside. So next question, what are dangling pointers and how they are different from the memory leak? So it was also very important question from asking the interview. So basically dangling pointer or memory leak are the different terms. If the pointer is pointing to the memory that is not owned by your program, means expected the null pointer, or an invalid memory, the pointer is called as a dangling pointer. In generally, dangling pointer arises when the referencing object is deleted or deallocated. without changing the value of the pointers. Means dangling pointer, it is easy to say that dangling pointer is nothing but the pointer which is pointing a dynamic variable whose scope is already finished. Already finished means already deallocated. So next, in opposite to the dangling pointer, a memory leak. When memory leak occurs when you forget to deallocate the allocated memory. In a C language, compiler does not deallocate the memory automatically. It is free by programmer explicitly. In another word, you can say that the memory leak is a type of resource leak. You can remember one trick. You allocated the memory, then allocated memory does not allocate it to another program or process until it gets free. So, in which journal said that the memory leak is memory leak occurs when all pointers to a block of allocated memory have been lost. So next one, what is the difference between pre-increment and post-increment operator? So pre-increment operator. Pre-increment operator is used to increment the value of the variable before using it in expression. It means in the pre-increment value is first incremented and then used inside the expression. For example, you can say plus 70. First expression, then we add the numbers. So post increment operator. A post increment operator is used to increment the value of variable after executing expression completely, in which post increment is used. In the post increment, value is first used and then expression we use incremented. For example, you can see first we use the value and next we add the expression. So it is the difference between pre-increment and post-increment. In pre-increment, first we add the expression and next we add the values. So in post-increment, we first add the value and next we write the expression. It is difference between the pre-increment and post-increment simply. So next one, what is ampersand and star operator in C? We usually say that it is ampersand operator is used to address of the variable. For example, ampersand A will give the address of the A. So star operator is used to the pointer to the variable. For example, star A, where star is the pointer to the variable A. So next one, what is the use goto statement? The goto statement in C++ is an unconditional jump statement used for transferring the control of program. It allows the program's execution flow to the jump to specific location within the function. So next one, what is extern and static function in C? Extern function, by default any function that is defined in a C file is extern. These functions can be used in any other source file of the same project which has many other files. But static function, it is different. When we declare or define the function as a static, these functions cannot be used other files of the same project. But external function we can be used to another source file, the same project. But in static we can't use in other files to same project. So next question, what is difference between function overloading and operator overloading? So function overloading, it is the process of using the same name for two or more functions. It is overloading. Require each redefinition of the function to use the different function signatures, that is different type of the parameters or sequential parameters or number of the parameters. So it is used so that programmer does not have remember multiple function name. But overloading is different from function overloading. In operator overloading allows the programmer to define new type of the form built-in types. Operator overloading is the useful for redefining the built-in operator for user-defined data types. Operator overloading should be used to perform the same functions or similar function on class object has the built-in behavior. It is difference between function overloading and operator overloading. The next one, what is dynamic binding? Dynamic binding is also called as late binding. when compiler is not able to resolve the banding at compile time. Banding happens during the runtime. For example, method overloading. So next one, what is difference between class and structure? It is also most asked question in interview, so it is one also important. Class is group of the common objects that share common properties and relationship. But in structure is a collection of the different types of the data type. In class, members are private by the default, but in structure, member is public by default. In class is private, structure is public. So next one, class are reference type that they are stored in heap. In structure as the value type, they are stored in stack. In class we stored in heap, but in structure we stored in stack. Class can be inherited, but structure cannot be inherited. So class is the better choice for complex data structure, but in structure should be used when you want to use a small data structure. So next one, mention the storage classes name in C++. First one is auto, static, extend, register, mutable. So next one, explain the bubble sorting. So bubble sorting is an algorithm which is designed to compare the values of an integer with the other integer, and if the numerical value of the first one is greater than the other, it gets stopped. One stopped, and this goes on happening for the entire array of the numerical. So it is the bubble sort. So that's all guys. Still have any doubts? Ask in comments below. Subscribe now for more videos.